নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধুরা, রে স্পোর্টসের পর্দায় আপনাদের আবারও স্বাগত জানাই। আগামীকাল মহারণ, অর্থাৎ এই মহারণ কিন্তু কলকাতা ডার্বি নয়, তবে কলকাতার মাঠে মুখোমুখি হতে চলেছে ভারতীয় ফুটবলের দুই শক্তিশালী দল, একদিকে বেঙ্গালুরু এফসি, অন্যদিকে মোহনবাগান। এখনো পর্যন্ত আইএসএল এর ইতিহাসে কোনো হোম টিম কিন্তু তাদের নিজেদের ঘরের মাঠে ফাইনাল খেলে ট্রফি জিততে পারেনি। ফলে যদি আমরা পরিসংখ্যানের দিক দিয়ে বিচার করি তাহলে কিন্তু অবশ্যই মোহনবাগান একটু পিছিয়ে রয়েছে খাতায় কলমে, কারণ এই ইতিহাস বা এই রেকর্ডটা ঘাঁটলে কিন্তু খাতায় কলমে মোহনবাগানকে এগিয়ে রাখলেন বেঙ্গালুরু এফসির হেড কোচ জেরার্ড জারাগোজা। কারণ তিনি জানেন যে মোহনবাগান যথেষ্ট শক্তিশালী দল, তবে দুই দলের কোচই কিন্তু মনে করছেন দুটো দল তারা ডিজার্ভ টিম হিসেবে এই ফাইনালে এসে পৌঁছেছে। এবং সাংবাদিক সম্মেলনে বেঙ্গালুরু এফসির হেড কোচ জেরার্ড জারাগোজা তিনি কিন্তু এক বছর আগের একটা পরিসংখ্যান মনে করিয়ে দিলেন। 2024 সালের 11ই এপ্রিল মোহনবাগান বেঙ্গালুরু এফসিকে 4 গোলে হারিয়েছিল। সেখান থেকে বেঙ্গালুরু এফসি কিন্তু অনেকটা বদলে গিয়েছে। বেঙ্গালুরু এফসি এখন যে জায়গায় দাঁড়িয়ে রয়েছে সেখানে কিন্তু বেঙ্গালুরু এফসিকে হারানো সহজ হবে না। তবে প্রতিপক্ষ দল হিসেবে মোহনবাগানকে সমীহ করছেন তিনি। তবে মোহনবাগানের গ্যালারি যে ভর্তি থাকবে এবং 12th ম্যান হিসেবে তারা যে যুব ভারতীকে 90 মিনিট মাতিয়ে রাখবে সে কথা মেনে নিচ্ছেন। তবে সেই সমস্যা নিয়ে বিশেষ ভাবতে রাজি নন তিনি মনে করলেন যে আমাদের দলে যথেষ্ট শক্তি রয়েছে এবং সুনীল ছেত্রী তিনি যে একটা বড় ফ্যাক্টর হতে পারে তার দলের জন্য, এক্স ফ্যাক্টর হতে পারে, সেটা মেনে নিলেন। তবে এটাও বলছেন যে আমরা কিন্তু মোহনবাগানের কোনো একজন বা দুজন ফুটবলারের বিরুদ্ধে মাঠে নামবো না, আমরা কিন্তু 11 জন বনাম 11 জনের বিরুদ্ধে মাঠে নামবো। অর্থাৎ মোহনবাগানের গোটা দলকেই সমীহ করছেন তিনি, তবে নিজেদেরকেও কোনোভাবেই ফাইনালে পিছিয়ে রাখছেন না। কারণ পরিষ্কার জানিয়ে দিলেন আমরা ট্রফি জিততেই কলকাতাতে এসেছি, এতটা পরিশ্রম শুধুমাত্র ফলাফলের পরেই জানা যাবে। কি বলছেন জেরার্ড জারাগোজা, চলুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক তার মুখ থেকেই।
It's everything nice, everything okay. Kolkata is our second home because we were here this season in between Durand Cup, 3 league games, no? And now again, we are ready for the final. We are okay. All them are motivated. They are, this playoff mood. Now they are in final mood, and we are ready. Yeah, you are right. They have the 12 men, no? They have the lucky to play at home, to play with their fans, their supporters. The reality is that I think that coach will think like me that we played 3 times this season, and I can say that maybe was the best football in India this season. What both teams we did. We played in Durand Cup. We drew 2-2. And we lost by penalties. We were leading the game 0-2. We played at home a really nice game. And then we played here also, I think, really nice game. And they scored one goal. They won because this is about to score goals, no? For tomorrow is one final. It's everything different. We want that they put the best team as possible. We want that they play the best football as possible. And we also want to play the best football as possible. Of course not. Of course not. When I say that they have this lucky to play at home, it's because they win this lucky. Mohanbagan did amazing season. What they did in this league and at home, it's unbelievable. I want this for my club. This is the reality. But it's true that we did a very nice playoff. Okay, but I want to say one thing that maybe you not remember, and is today is 11 of April. 11 of April last season, we played at home against Mohanbagan, and they beat us 0-4. And we finished the league on 10th position because this is 0-4. Now, 1 year later, we are on the final. That's BFC. That's what we are. Okay? Tomorrow, we play also for all what happened last season. Okay? For us, for the people who believe in us, and for the people who was standing behind us in that moment. It was not too much people, but we are going to play also for them, and that's the way that BFC see the life, nothing else more. Always is a challenge to play against Mohanbagan, to play here in Salt Lake. The league is over. We tried hard. We had this fatigue January, that not help us to try to fight more with them for the league. But even like this was almost impossible because they were a football machine. They were winning every match. Then it was difficult. We are in the final. The finals are completely different. The finals are here for win, not for another thing. Both teams are amazing players. And I want to watch, as I said before, a really, really nice final, really nice football, you know. If we can score as much goals as possible, and them also, it will be perfect. If we can, one goal more than them. But if we can finish 5-4, better than 1-0.
Would you really prefer a 5-4 win?
Yes, of course. We play football for the people. You know, the people outside have a lot of problems. They even cannot pay one ticket to enter. You know, the people who came every single match to us in Guwahati, in Jamshedpur, they came every single match behind us, pushing us. These people deserve good football. These people deserve a nice football tomorrow. You know, and of course, as much goals we can score, better. It's not about to stop two players. It's about to stop all Mohumagan, you know. They are a really good team. I mean, I cannot say two names. I mean, if you say the two names that you said, at the moment this season, I think that they not score against us in 3 games. If you talk about these 2 names, I mean that they have really good players. Subasic, Apuya, Tapa, Virat. What I can say, you know, it's not about to stop 2 players, you know, it's about to stop one team. This is 11 against 11, and it's like us. We are not Sunil Chetri. We are a team who play for win one final, nothing else more. All I want to say thank you to Carles Quadrat and Albert Roca, no? Because Carles believed in me that time. We did amazing season. We were on top of everything. The hard luck is that in that moment who won the league was not coronated as a champion, no? But was amazing. Now is another way. Is another season completely different. I loved this team. I wanted from when I left Bengaluru to Retur as a head coach and to try to lead them to win trophies, and we are here. That's for me like a trophy, but I want to win, of course.
অন্যদিকে বেঙ্গালুরু এফসির গোলরক্ষক গুরপ্রীত সিং সান্ধু, বহু যুদ্ধের নায়ক, বহু অভিজ্ঞতার নায়ক, তিনি কিন্তু কলকাতাতেও ফুটবল খেলেছেন, কলকাতার ডার্বি খেলার অভিজ্ঞতা রয়েছে। ফলে গুরপ্রীত জানেন যে যুব ভারতীর গ্যালারি কতটা কঠিন হতে পারে। তবে সেসব নিয়ে একদমই ভাবছেন না। তিনি বললেন, আমরা আমাদের সমর্থকের জন্য মাঠে নামবো, অবশ্যই আমাদের কিছু অ্যাওয়ে ফ্যান্স থাকবে, তবে সমর্থকদের যে সমস্যা সেগুলো ওভারকাম করেই আমাদেরকে ম্যাচ জিততে হবে এবং আমরা ভালো ফুটবল খেলেছি, আমরা অবশ্যই সেই সেরাটা উজাড় করে দিতে পারবো এবং যেভাবে আমরা এই মরশুমে নিজেদেরকে প্রমাণ করেছি, ফাইনাল সম্পূর্ণ আলাদা একটা ম্যাচ। এই ম্যাচকে কোনো ম্যাচের সঙ্গে তুলনা করা যায় না এবং অবশ্যই মোহনবাগান চ্যাম্পিয়ন টিম, তাদের বিরুদ্ধে সেরা ফুটবল না খেলতে পারলে কখনোই ট্রফি জেতা সম্ভব নয়। কি বলছেন বেঙ্গালুরু এফসির গোলরক্ষক গুরপ্রীত সিং সান্ধু? চলুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক তার মুখ থেকেই।
As you know, you mentioned my journey started here as a professional, and I was very lucky that I was through straight into the fire as a young professional, and it molded me into what I am today, and I was forever and grateful for that journey. It's always nice to come back here and play games, especially of this magnitude, because as players you want to be involved in such games because career is short, and if you get the opportunity to play finals and big games with big crowds, this is what as players we strive for, and personally I'm just lucky to be here again and again. Yeah, I mean obviously the supporters have played a big factor for Mohanbagan always, and like I said, as a player you enjoy these kind of games, see a full stadium, because that's what you play. Adds an extra motivation and extra challenge. And personally speaking, challenge is good for me, and I want to be here and enjoy this and enjoy the game tomorrow because Indian football's best games are played in Salt Lake, and if it's a full stadium, nothing like it. Historically, I don't know, the teams that came before my time and everything, so I don't want to comment on how things were before. And obviously this season I can speak of, and Mohanbagan has obviously been the best standout team this season, and there's no denying it, but I can't comment on how teams were back in the day in historical terms, because I know that teams were great back then too, and players gave their 100% back then too. I can only speak for this season, and definitely Mohun Bagan was the best team, and that's why they won the Shield. I mean, it's definitely, you can't control social media and what people think when it comes to content and stuff like that. But I absolutely adore Vishal and how he is as a professional, and he's a great keeper as well. So for me, I'm just focusing on the final, like Subhashish said as well. For us, there is nothing else going on in our head, in our camp. We are all just thinking about the game and how to prepare ourselves, personally and as a team. And everything else is just noise. We just need to focus on football. I mean, I'll just give you a short story on this. My second ever professional game was the Derby game. And back then there were no seats. So I think it was 100,000 crowd packed stadium. And that's when I got to know the noise that you're talking about, when you can't hear anything, when you can't communicate with your players as well. Regarding this season, I can tell you as a keeper, I was shouting probably the first 20 games at my defense, because we were trying to keep clean sheets, not in a very good moment sometimes. But I feel like as a keeper in the last 5-6 games, at least 7 games, we've done really well as a defensive pack as well. So I have to shout less. So hopefully tomorrow I have to shout less as well. And the boys already know what I'm going to tell them, and have a good game. He's gone from, I think, 11% body fat to now 6% body fat in the last 10 years. And he has a kid now. Jokes aside, I think he's become a very, very proper professional. When I started to play with him 15 years back, I think the transformation had already happened. He had been to Kansas City. He got the exposure, got the knowledge over there, how to eat, sleep, all these things was so much more important as a professional. And Sunil Bhai, being the leader that he is, he implemented that in the national team, in the club as well, and we have been following his footsteps since then. So I think the change that I've seen in him in the past 15 years is massive, and it's no surprise that he's still playing at this age. I think he can easily beat the Japanese guy who's still playing, I think, somewhere in Europe. Yeah. So I think he has the ability. It's just his mind. He needs to keep motivating himself, I guess.
নোভোটেল থেকে ক্যামেরায় শুভম মণ্ডলের সঙ্গে সৌরভ মুখার্জি, রে স্পোর্টস।